Welcome, guys. Hope you guys are well. So today I smashed some boulders, and carry on from yesterday. I wanted to up my game on shoulders and get something going. Attack the muscle. You know, not doing like ego lifting, not going for the heavy weight, just to make sure I get a good pump and like annihilate those shoulders. So the workout started off. I got the 20s for 10, and I jumped onto the 25s, and I did the 30s, would you believe it? And I also did 35s, which is my top set. I think I got 5 reps. Overall, I think, my shoulders are getting better, stronger, especially my right side. So, I'm getting more confident. And I just have to be a little bit careful. And I chose to use that bench only because it doesn't allow me to use much leg drive. If I use the normal bench, a normal bench, I can plant my feet and then I can push through my feet. And I think it's taking away from the shoulders, right? As much as I like it, or as much as it like gives me that better feeling of lifting heavy. So yeah, that's why I use that bench. And the back support is not that great, or not that much on that bench that I was using. So I mean, it only comes up to about halfway up my back, and then sort of my shoulder blades and above, they're sort of like in mid-air, you know what I mean? So you have to really stabilize the weight, so keep the shoulders back pinned in so that you can really apply the power when you shoulder press those dumbbells. So I mean, that's a good shoulder press bench. And the way my feet are positioned, I can't even use them. I can just push myself back, but I can't transfer that energy into that upward motion using my shoulders. So it's a really good bench, and I think it brings me back again to that bodybuilding thing that I've been wanting to do, so that I just focus on muscle and make sure the shoulders are worked. So after that, I normally do side raises, and I like my side raise train, if you know what I mean. So I'll get like 3 sets of dumbbells, then I will do 10 reps all the way up the weight, and then when I get to the top set, I come down again. And so maybe it's like a 50 rep set doing side raises, going up and down the weight. But this time I was like, nah, I need to switch it up a little bit. So I did 3 big sets. What I did was like a massive giant set, because I remember when I started bodybuilding, not even bodybuilding, sorry, when I started going to the gym, guys, I used to run on the treadmill. I used to do some pull-ups and some sit-ups. My very first time, into doing this gym kind of thing. So that's what I used to do. But then I met this Polish guy. He was massive. He was massive, right? But he never trained legs. But anyway, he taught me how to train my upper body, because he was all big. And he was all big into his upper body. And he used to say to me, well, I play football on a Friday, so I don't, with his funny accent, so I don't need to do my legs. But he had massive legs anyway, as compared to mine. But the story goes like, we used to do chest, and then we used to do back together, and then we used to do shoulders on a Wednesday night. So I mean, he showed me the ropes, how to train my chest, how to lift heavy. And one of the things that he showed me about shoulders, this is work from day one. If you want to try it, please try it too, because this is amazing. So what it is you want to start off light. I had 10 kilogram dumbbells. So you do 15 reps side raises. Straight away, before you put them down, you do another 15 front raises, and then 15 clean and press. Now, that stuff, that is just a burner set. My shoulders were burning. And no matter how many times I do that, it always gets my shoulders. And yeah, so that's what it is. So it's 15 side raises, 15 side raises, and then 15 clean and press. By the time you get to the clean and press, you just got to hang on in there, guys. You just got to hang on in there, because those shoulders will be on fire. I don't want to lie. And you don't want to use heavy weight, because what stops you, it's like the shoulders burning. So you want to be able to lift the weight, but the burn is insane. So what I did is, the first set, as you can see, guys, was really not easy, but I got through it okay. But the second set, I had to stop after. Well, I did the front raises, I did the side raises, and the front raises. Then for the clean and press, I broke it up into sets of 5. I didn't put the weight down, but yeah, it was really hard. And then by the time I got to the third set, side raises were fine. Halfway through the front raises, I had to sort of had a little breather, but I wasn't putting the weight down. That's the thing. You try not to put the weight down. Just keep the weight in your hands, because then when you can't really rest because your shoulders are being pulled down. Sort of like a shrug, you know what I mean? And they'll be burning. So the thing to do is it's go. You know, the longer you wait, the more they burn. So you gotta wrap them out and then get them out the way. Yeah. So try that out, guys. I think your shoulders will blow up, because I think that's what I'm finding out when it comes to like shoulders. They're such small little muscles, right? And I don't think they need a lot of heavy weight. They need a lot of like giant or superset. You know, just burn that muscle. So that's what I did. Anyway, my shoulders were pumped. And so next week I'll try and do the same. Keep the weight light, but maybe add an extra set, or keep them 3 sets, and try and go on all the sets unbroken. So that's all of them. Yeah, so we'll see. And I'll let you know what I get onto. Then after that, I did some rear delt flies, and I actually supersetted that with some tricep machine dips. So I was doing I think sets of 15 on the reverse flies, and then straight away I was going over to the tricep dip machine. And the reason is because, you know, shoulders I could, you know, I think you just, for arms and shoulders, you just kind of superset them. Tricep, I was having this conversation with Amy, and she was like, she's the same, you know, when it comes to like shoulders, try and do triceps, try and just like keep the intensity high, blood flowing. And try keep everything fired up. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. So it was actually quite nice to feel that fullness and like the blood pumping in. It's actually something that I really do miss, rather than just, you know, squandering the weight and trying to lift. And then I actually missed out. Actually, before I did those two, I did reverse or behind the neck press on the Smith machine. I actually did try and do reverse on like standing press, but my lower back wasn't taking it. My legs were just hurting, and it just felt horrible. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought, you know what, let's stick to the Smith machine. And you know, it was quite good, because a lot of people think that reverse press or behind the neck press is quite what you would call a dangerous exercises to do. Yes, when it can be dangerous if you do it wrong, but I think in my case, I was just keeping it light and keeping it safe and doing it properly, you know. And actually, it feels quite healthy for my shoulders. I actually prefer that press as compared to like normal press, especially with this dodgy shoulder, my right shoulder of mine. So yeah, I think I stopped at 60, because, you know, after that pump on those side raises and front raises and clean and press, I couldn't. I don't know, it's weird, like I've got the power, but I've just haven't got the range of motion, because the shoulders feel pumped, everything feels a bit weird, you know what I mean? I don't know if you ever experienced that, but yeah. So I did that. I think I did 3 sets, like I did 10, and I did 10 and a 5, and then a 20, and I think I got about 8, and that was it. And then obviously then went over and did the reverse flies and tricep dip machine. Then after that, then went over and did some more tricep skull crushers on the bench. I did about 3 sets of that. And then I supersetted that again with some reverse flies, you know, on the bench. So the main idea was like, I think I went 15, then I went 17 and a half, and then I did 20s. And actually, that was okay. But I think the 20s were a little bit too heavy for my left, especially because I wasn't managing to get that, you know, that squeeze at the top. So I think maybe next time just keep it at 17 and a half and eke out those reps. Because, you know, my triceps are not my strong point, to be honest. And I haven't really given them much attention. And I think it's one of my weaker areas, development-wise. So, you know, it's one of them areas anyway I need to focus and nail down. Then after that, I did another a tricep giant set. What I did is I did some rope push downs on the cable, and I think I did about 15 15 or 10 reps. Then I went straight into face pulls. Then after face pulls, then I did some shrugs. Actually, no, I kept it all 10, 10, 10 on that. So I just thought I'm going to go for 4 straight sets, right? Where I just keep going back to back with no rest. So yeah, my rear delts were on fire. My triceps were on fire. And then my traps were on fire. So I just felt, not trying to be big-headed. But, when you just feel huge in within yourself, like big. Because, the blood is being pumped, in the shoulders, in the upper back. It just felt amazing. So, everybody goes through these phases. I think so too. When you have a really good chest workout or arm workout and you feel pumped, it's massive. You're not like Ronnie Coleman, but it just feels good inside. You think, what, I'm super big, yeah. You know what I mean? Just inside. You don't have to shade out. You don't have to tell anybody, but you look in the mirror like, yeah, man, I like what I'm feeling right here. So, yeah, I think that's the new way, or the way I'm going to approach triceps and shoulders. Just keep the intensity high and a lot of supersets and just pump those shoulders. I think they respond better that way. And I actually quite enjoyed it, to be honest. And yeah, it's a bit painful, but yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And yeah, please do try that tricep side raises, front raises, and clean and press. I tell you what, even if you don't do anything else after shoulders, if you manage to just do 3 sets of that, pick a nice light weight and do it, I'll tell you what, your shoulders will be on fire and they will grow and they will develop for sure. Right, okay, I'm gonna leave you on that one, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And have a great day. Yeah, buddy, we out. Lightweight, baby.